Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Claudia and today we are going to be doing a nice shoulder opening yoga class. So I want you to grab onto a nice block and also find a blanket that you can fold a few times to create some support for your knees. We're going to start by coming onto our knees and place that blanket underneath your kneecaps. And you can just place your block out to the side for later use. Now we're going to start by coming into that tabletop position. You can extend out the feet and start to sink the sitting bones into the heels. Now extend the palms out to the top of the mat and rest down your forehead for 3 full breaths in through the nostrils and out through the nostrils. Let that air flow all the way into the belly. Come into your body, feel the ground, and exhale. Now release the forehead and look over to the left side of your mat and begin to reach the right palm all the way over to the left side and sink down into the right shoulder. Let the right palm face the sky and now begin to twist the chest further over to the left side. Release the left palm and grab onto the right palm. You can interlace the fingers and squeeze those palms together to create a bit more extension in the body. And feel the right shoulder firmly pressing into the ground for a nice opening on the right shoulder. Take 3 full breaths. Let the weight of the body rest onto the right side. Breathe in through the left side of the body. Feel that rib cage opening here. And exhale, release the palms, press into the top of the mat. And now rest down the forehead one more time here in the middle to re-neutralize the body. Let the palms stay soft for one more breath. And exhale, release the forehead and look over to the right side of the mat. This time thread the left palm underneath the right. Come all the way over to the right side of the mat. And start to rest down onto the left shoulder. And press into the left palm with the right. Squeeze the fingers together and twist the torso over to the right side for 3 full breaths. And exhale, release and come back to center. Now you can slowly let your sitting bones come away from the heels. And now tuck the toes and move the knees hip width apart. And sink back down your sitting bones into the heels. And come all the way up with the torso. Now we're gonna interlace the palms behind the lower back. And start to let the shoulder blades come closer together as you extend the chest bone to the sky. And gaze slightly upwards and really press into those palms for 3 full breaths. Keep your prana flowing down into the belly and through the nostrils. Open up those shoulders beautifully. And exhale, slowly release and come back to that neutral spine. Now this time we're going to extend the fingers to the top of the mat and interlace the palms one more time. We're going to tuck the tailbone strongly under, create a slight roundness into the spine as we create more space between the shoulder blades for 3 full breaths. And let the chin come further down into the chest. And exhale, release back to your neutral spine. Take a few moments here, rest the palms onto the thighs. And let the shoulders be soft as we settle into the body. Find your calm breath, slow and mindfully, breathing in and out through the nostrils. Now begin to place the palms into the ground, extend out those feet. Find your tabletop position where your shoulders and wrists are stacked and your knees and your hips are stacked. Take a nice big inhale as you allow the left palm to come all the way up to the sky and twist the chest over to the left side. And exhale, plant down the left palm. Inhale, open up to the right side, extend the right palm, gaze up. And exhale, release. Inhale, left. Inhale, right. Really push the shoulder over to the opposite side to open your chest to the left. Exhale, down. Inhale, right. Push the right shoulder back. Extend over to the right side. Exhale, down. 2 more. And all the way back to center. Now we're going to start to let the crown of the head come into the ground and draw the chin closer to the chest and tuck the toes. Create a slight roundness into the spine by tucking the tailbone under. Interlace the palms onto the lower back and start to reach the hands all the way up to the crown of the head, to the top of the mat. As far as you can, squeeze into the palms. Get that beautiful opening of the shoulders. For 3 full breaths, gaze between the toes and the heels, and gaze between the feet to find that point of focus. And rest onto the crown of the head for 1 more full breath. And exhale, let the palms come down to the lower back and then release. Press into the mat. And let go of the crown of your head. Come back into your tabletop. Very nice. Now you're gonna grab onto that block and place it here in front of you onto the middle side of the block. And now let the right elbow come into the mat and let the left elbow come into the mat. And you can place the palms resting together. Now we're gonna create some more space here. So move the knees a bit further to the back of the mat so you can allow more space for your chest to sink further into the ground. And now you can let the face come down between the arms, look into the mat, and rest the forehead onto the block. A nice deep opening of the shoulders, a very tense one, so we're gonna breathe through that tension of the shoulders opening. Keep your mind focused on the breath. Slow inhales and exhales. You can even close the eyes. Tilting the pelvis to the sky. Rest the feet down. Let the weight of the body come into the upper body. And let the weight of the body come into the top of the mat. For that deep opening. For 5 more breaths. Let the belly rise and deflate. And as you exhale, slowly release the left palm down into the ground. Press into the floor and release the right and press it into the floor. Come back into your tabletop. Let the block come out to the side. Now we're just going to release the knees to remove away that blanket and also place it out to the side. Now tuck the toes and firmly press into the ground and clasp onto the floor as you lift the hips all the way up in your downward dog. We're gonna walk that dog, so bend into 1 knee at a time for 3 full breaths. Extend extending through the heels all the way to the sitting bones. And firmly pressing into the ground, feeling those shoulders working and creating stability. For one more breath. And now we're gonna come into stillness here in that dog. You can even try to come all the way onto your heels, and you can keep the knees as bent as you need to here. Now release the right palm and start to grab around the left ankle. Now use the grab onto the left ankle to guide your chest over to the left side. So you're using that right palm to drag your chest over to the left side of the mat for 2 full breaths. And exhale, release, and let the right palm come back into the ground. We're gonna do the same on the opposite side. Release the left palm and grab onto the right ankle and drag your chest over to the right side and expand the right side of the body. Breathe into that right rib cage for 2 full breaths. And look up to the ceiling. And exhale, let go and let the left palm come back into the ground. Now lift the right leg with an inhale, extend it to the sky through the feet. And exhale, knee to chest and plant the foot between the palm and let the back foot come into a 90-degree angle. Now we're gonna carousel those palms so that the left palm is pointing to the back and the right palm is pointing to the front. And we're gonna sink a bit deeper down into the right knee and make sure that the knee is not over the feet. And let the shoulders stay soft and the fingers stay nice and soft as well. And gaze between the front fingers for 1 more breath. And exhale, let the palms come onto the lower back. Now we're gonna grab onto the opposite elbows behind us here. And draw the shoulder blades closer together and open the chest to the sky for 1 full breath. And exhale, let go. And let the palms come facing the front and the back again. Now flip that palm and take a nice inhale as you draw the chest forward. And exhale, reverse the palm and flip it all the way back. Gaze up. And let the left palm rest onto the lower back. For 1 full breath. And exhale, release. Now start to rotate the chest down into the ground. And let the right fingers hover above the ground here and bend a bit further down into the right knee. Now extend the left palm to the sky and bend that elbow. Now as you inhale, you're gonna reach the elbow all the way to the sky, gazing up. And exhale, start to crunch that elbow down to the right elbow. Inhale, open. Exhale, crunch. 2 more. And exhale, let go with the palms, place down both palms and step the right foot all the way back and lift those hips high and come back into that downward dog. Inhale, you're gonna lift the left foot to the sky, extend through the toes. And exhale, draw the knee into the chest and place the foot down between those palms. Back foot goes to a 90-degree angle. You're gonna carousel the palms all the way up and the chest all the way up. And let the left palm face the top of the mat and the right palm is facing the back. We're gonna sink a bit deeper down into that left knee. Take 2 full breaths. Now exhale, place the palms onto the lower back. And now grab onto the opposite elbows. Push the shoulder blades closer together and open the chest to the sky. Gaze up for 1 full breath. And exhale, let go. Come back into your warrior 2. You're gonna flip the palm. Inhale, reach the chest forward. And exhale, flip the palm all the way to the back of the mat and rest the right palm onto the lower back for 2 full breaths. And exhale, rotate down the chest and let the left fingers come down next to the left foot and extend the right palm all the way to the sky and bend a bit deeper into the left knee. Now bend the right elbow and place the palm onto the back of your head. Inhale, press the right elbow to the sky. exhale, crunch it all the way down to the left elbow. Inhale, open. Exhale, crunch. The further you push the right elbow to the sky, the deeper opening you will get. 2 more. And exhale, release down the palms and step the left foot all the way back next to the right and lift the hips high into the sky. Inhale, reach the right foot up, extend that leg, squeeze the right glute. Exhale, knee to chest and step the foot between the palms and back foot goes to a 90-degree ankle. And carousel the palms all the way to the sky. We're going to interlace the palms onto the lower back right away. Press into the palms and reach the chest all the way up with an inhale. And as you exhale, start to rotate down the chest. Let the right shoulder come into the right knee and press those palms all the way up to the ceiling. Let the crown of your head rest heavy down into the mat. We're going to stay here for 2 full breaths. And exhale, release the palms, frame the foot and step the right foot all the way back next to the left and lift the hips high. Now extend the left leg with an inhale. And exhale, knee into chest and place the foot between the palms. Back foot goes into that 90-degree ankle and you're going to carousel the arms all the way up and interlace them onto that lower back. Now inhale as you draw the chest bone high up. And exhale, rotate down that chest and let the left elbow come into the left knee and rest the crown of the head heavy down into the ground. Push those palms all the way above the head for 2 full breaths. Exhale, release those palms and frame the foot and step the left foot all the way down to the right. We're going to stay here in our downward dog for 3 mindful breaths. Let the prana flow all the way into the belly. Walk that dog. Release the tension. Lift the hips high. 1 more breath. And on your exhale, bend the knees. And come all the way onto the mat. Beautiful. Now we're going to keep the toes tucked as we lift up the torso and come all the way onto our knees. Now as you inhale, you're going to squeeze the glutes, push the pelvis to the top of the mat and lift the palms high to the sky. And as you exhale, draw the chest over to the left side, extend the left palm behind you and extend the right palm to the top. Inhale, center. Exhale, right palm goes behind you, left palm goes to the front. Inhale. Exhale, left. Really draw that shoulder back and look to the back of the mat. Inhale, center. Exhale. Moving here with the prana. And exhale, let go. We're going to still keep the toes nicely tucked to find our balance. And you can release the glutes. Now place the palms onto the lower back. And 1 more time, interlace the palms. Press into the palms and squeeze back into the glutes. Push the shoulder blades closer together. And open your chest all the way up and gaze to the sky. Keep squeezing those glutes to protect the lower back for 2 full breaths. And exhale, slowly come back into center. Now we're going to grab onto our blanket 1 more time and place it underneath the kneecaps. And we're going to place a block behind us. Not everyone is going to need a block for the next asana, but it's really nice to start with a block and then we can continue on without it if we feel like we don't need it. So place a nice block behind you and come back onto your knees. Now as you inhale, draw the palms to the sky. Start to look over to the left side of the mat and place down the left palm into the block. And reach the right palm high. Now you can start to sweep the right palm all the way behind you and grab onto that block. Now press into the block with the palms, squeeze into the glutes, open up the chest and draw the shoulder blades closer together. Release down the crown of the head for 2 full breaths. And as you exhale, lift the head. Grab onto the lower back, slowly come all the way back to center. Now we're gonna try and remove the block, or you can do it one more time with the block. Feel your body, feel what you need here. Now you're gonna come back onto those knees and inhale, reach the palms high. And exhale, look over to the left, grab onto the left heel. Extend the right palm to the sky, really squeeze those glutes tightly, sweep the right palm all the way behind you and find the right heel. Press the shoulder blades together, open your chest, bone high, high up, release the neck, release the crown of the head for 3 full breaths this time. And exhale, slowly start to let the palms find the lower back. And support yourself coming all the way back. Very good. Now you can release away the blanket. And come all the way onto your sitting bones. I'm just going to face you guys so that you can see me. We're going to finish with a nice neck release. Come into a cross-legged position. Root down those sitting bones. Let the knees come out to the sides of your mat. Rest the palms onto the knees for a few moments as we settle into that soft body. And breathe as we release the shoulders, release the palms. Let your gaze be soft. Now we're going to reach the right palm all the way up to the sky with an inhale. And exhale, place the right palm onto the left side of the head. And use that gentle pressure to let the right ear come down to the right shoulder for 3 full breaths. And exhale, release slowly, let the head come back to center. Inhale, lift the left palm. And exhale, bend the elbow, place it over to the right side of the head and use the pressure to guide down the left ear into the left shoulder. One more breath. And exhale, come back to center. Now we're going to stretch the back of the neck here. So reach the palms high with an inhale. And exhale, interlace the palms onto the back of your head and draw the chin down into the chest. Very gently here for 3 full breaths. And exhale, let go and place the palms behind you so that the fingertips are facing the back of the mat. And open your chest high up to the sky and draw those shoulders back. Release the crown of the head for 3 full breaths. And exhale, come all the way back to center. You guys did so good. I really hope that you enjoyed this shoulder opening yoga class. I am so grateful that you decided to click my video, and I hope that you have a beautiful rest of your day and that I will see you in my next video. Bye!